Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Papa Small back at you again for another video. So this time is a follow-up to the possessions video. This time I'm going to be covering perfect possessions and pacts of possessions. So I don't know if you recall on the last video, but I mentioned when someone's actually possessed, they don't always remember it. So just to clarify, because people have raised pacts of possession and perfect possession with me since then, and quite rightly so because I forgot it out of the last video. Just to clarify, what I term as possessed is while the spirit's in control. So while it's suppressed your consciousness, while it's suppressed your will, and it is in control of your body, and it is basically driving you, or riding you as we call it in Vodou. That's what I term as possessed. A pact of possession or a perfect possession is more what the Abrahamics would call an infestation, but what I term as an inhabitation. And what it is you're agreeing that the spirit, when it needs to, or in a case of perfect possession, when it wishes to, or in a case of a pact of possession, when it needs to, you're agreeing that the spirit can take control of you and achieve X, Y, Z, or go out and do X, Y, Z in the world, or go out and experience X, Y, Z in the world. At the time, until it takes control, you're not fully possessed. You're just inhabited, or as they call it, infested. People determine this all the time. Yeah, you're possessed, you need this done to you, you need that done to you, blah, 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 blah. But I just thought I'd clarify what I meant. When I say possessed, I don't mean when the spirit's inhabiting you. I mean while the spirit's in control of you. And that's what I meant when I say people who are properly possessed don't remember it. So I'll term this in Vodou terminology. People who are being ridden at the moment, so the light is in control or the spirit is in control, will not remember it afterwards. 0.1% of people or something like that do, and that's through the spirit's will, through allowing them to. This is in the both of the cases of pact of possession and perfect possession as well. In these instances, you will remember everything up until the spirit takes control, and you will remember everything after the spirit has relinquished control. But you will not remember what it does while it is in control, unless you are that 0.1% and it wants you to remember it, and you need to remember X, Y, Z. So just to clarify. So there are definitely real things, such as a perfect possession where you share your inhabitants with a spirit. It's not something to be taken lightly. It's not something to be done by everybody, and indeed it is done by a very small percentage, probably again about 0.1% of practitioners. Even extremely advanced adepts don't always do it. It's not always right for everyone. It doesn't always resonate with everyone. It's not always good for everyone's higher self, and it's not always harmonious with everyone's being and spirit. So in which case you can't go and share your body with a being or a loa or a spirit that it doesn't gel harmoniously with you, because it will create conflict in your life, in your energy field, and could indeed make you very ill, destroy you, or make you insane. So like I said, it's not for everybody, and indeed people like myself all the time get approached by people asking, can you put XYZ famous spirit inside me? No, I really can't. Well, yes I can, but no, I'm not going to. No. Not if it's not right for you, not if you're not. If it's right for you, you'll know it. Basically, you'll come to a point in your path where you'll know it. You'll develop a good bond with the spirit, a good trust with the spirit, and you're not just going to have a dream overnight, or they're not just going to come to you once and start urging you to do it and pushing you to do it and pushing you to do pacts with them and stuff like that. Not the law. It's not how they work. You'd need to approach them, gain their respect by offering them respect and things like that. And even still, when you've got a brilliant bond and relationship with them, it might not be right for you to do a perfect possession. So it's something that, I mean, I don't do it for money, and I don't do it for people. So I don't know if any other practitioner does, but if they do, it's incredibly dangerous. Because like I said, it's a very small percentage of people it actually resonates and works with correctly. So pacts of possession. Pacts of possession are where you ask a spirit to help you achieve something. You will allow it to inhabit you and indeed possess you, so take over you, so ride you when it needs to help you achieve what you need to achieve, whether that's to gain some strength and willpower to remove negative things from your life, or whether that's just to help you on the next level of your path. Whatever it is, you're basically doing a pact with it so that it can live inside you, and then it can take over and help you achieve this goal whenever it feels the need to. Usually pacts of possession will come to an end once the goal has been achieved. There are like long-term pacts of possession and things like that you can do, but usually once the goal has been achieved, the pacts of possession is complete. Some of these pacts of possessions you have to self-exercise, because like part of the final test of the pact isn't just acquiring what you needed to acquire, but it's also putting yourself in the state where you can remove the entity from yourself. So in some of these you have to self-exercise as well, or seek an exorcism if you're not at that stage. Pacts of possessions can be negotiated for a number of things. And again, they're not something to take lightly, although it's not as serious as a perfect possession. Like I said, a pact of possession usually comes to an end, so it's like a part-time tenant in your life and not somebody who's permanently hitching a ride in your body, do you know what I mean? So they're not quite as serious, but they are still quite serious. Anyway, this is a bit I missed off the last video. If there's any questions or anything to add about pacts of possession or perfect possession, then feel free to hit me up on the comments. Again, if you don't agree with this or this doesn't follow your beliefs, that's brilliant. Comment below, but keep it respectful. No trolling, please. We're all trying to be positive here. Okay, so again, just to recap, yes, there is perfect possession, and yes, you will remember it, unless, like I said, up to the point the spirit takes control, and then you won't remember it again until it's relinquished control. Same with pacts of possession. These work, and make no mistake, once these works are done, the spirit can take control at an instant, because you're basically opening a doorway within yourself and allowing it to do that. So again, these are not to be considered or taken on lightly. Not that all spirits are dangerous, they don't all have it in for us, they're not all evil like the Bible says, but just beware of what you're trying to achieve and what you're trying to do and how you want it to be achieved and what you are willing to live with before you start bringing forces into your life. Make sure you understand them before you start bringing them into your life on such an intimate level as well. And definitely make sure you have a good bond with them first. And again, perfect possession isn't for everyone. Don't really go trying to chase that path. Learn about it by all means, but don't really go and try and chase it. It's not, like I said, it's probably only harmonious for like 0.1% of the people ever. So there you go. Anyway, this has been Pacts of Possession and Perfect Possession, the Possessions video part 2, the bits I left out. Have a good evening. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Much love and respect to you all, my brothers and sisters and families. Hi Bobo. Have a good one.